Welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the vlog. Today I'm finally able to share something that I've been working on for quite a while. Essential Landscape Photography Skills Volume 2 is now available. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you will remember Volume 1, and the response to that book, it honestly blew me away. Thousands of you downloaded it, and I got messages from photographers all over the world saying that it changed the approach that they had for landscape photography. For some, it was the boost they needed to get out in difficult conditions. For others, it was a reminder to slow down and enjoy the process. That impact meant a lot to me, and it's one of the reasons that I had to make Volume 2. This time, I wanted to dive deeper. The chapters in Volume 2 tackle some of the most important and often misunderstood parts of landscape photography. Here's what's inside. We talk about the value of community and why having other photographers around you can push your work forward. We also talk about using filters effectively with practical tips for ND and polarizer filters without overcomplicating it. Now, we also talk about the biggest lie. So this is challenging some of the unhelpful myths that have been told over the years. And talking about myths, we talk about the myth of perfect composition and why chasing perfection can actually hold you back. We get our shot, and then it talks about editing and editing versus reality. How far is too far? And I have an honest look at post-processing. If you like telephoto lenses, then there's advanced telephoto techniques to allow you to get the most out of this lens and find the detail, the scale, and tell the story. Now, a tool that most photographers overlook is the histogram, and it's one of the most simplest but also most powerful tools built into your camera. Now, finding inspiration and finding ways to stay creative when your motivation dips is really important, and I have a chapter specifically on that. An area that I'm really fond of doing is long exposures, and I share some tips to maximize the use of these conditions and using time and motion to create atmosphere in your shots. Now, light is something where I think we need to speak some truths about. So I have a chapter called The Truth About Bad Light and why there's no such thing as bad light in landscape photography. And with all that being said, it's not just technical skills, it's also about a mindset, honesty, and a change in perspective. And similar to Volume 1, this book is interactive. So if you see an image you like, you can click on it and you can watch the actual video of me creating that photograph in the field. And on top of that, every single chapter has a corresponding video episode. So whether you learn best by reading, watching, or both, you'll get the full picture. Now, I need to be honest with you. This was originally supposed to come out in July, but as some of you might know, July turned into my 32 county challenge. Photographing all 32 counties in Ireland in 32 days was one of the biggest projects I'd ever taken on. So naturally, Volume 2 just had to wait. If you haven't seen that series yet, then I'll leave a link in the description below. It's a journey full of challenges, bad weather, long drives, but also some of the most really rewarding moments and images. I definitely encourage you to watch it. One of the most enjoyable parts of making this book was actually choosing the cover. Now, I put a few options out to my newsletter crew, and you voted for the one that you thought would make the best image for the front. It was great fun seeing the results coming in, and I want to thank everybody who took part. I think you all chose really well, and the final design looks brilliant. Sound interesting? Well, here's the best part. Just like Volume 1, Volume 2 is completely free for anyone who subscribes to my newsletter. If you're already subscribed, then you will have gotten the email already to go and download your copy straight away. If not, then of course you can sign up with the link below and you can download your own copy. On top of this, if you want to support my work, then of course there's a high five donation, which is €4.99. This really helps me keep producing resources like this. It's completely optional of course, but every little bit makes the difference. And if you'd like to be able to go one step further, I also run my Patreon group, and that's where I share behind the scenes updates, information on workshops, and I spend more one-to-one time with those who want it and they want to be able to dig even deeper into landscape photography. It's a supportive little community that we're growing, and I'd love to welcome more people into it. So that's it. Essential Landscape Photography Skills Volume 2 is now here. It's full of honest conversations, practical techniques, and interactive learning. And I really hope it helps you to push your photography even further forward. Download your free copy using the link below or scan the QR code right here and you can watch the full video series. And don't forget to catch up on the 32 counties missions as well if you haven't watched that. As always, thank you very much for your continued support. Hopefully, I'm lucky enough to see you on the next one. Strong the fall.